Good evening, my friends. Today is going to be my second video in English. It feels good, I had some response about that, but let's see what's happening in the future. This time we're going to talking about the three amigos. The three amigos is the three companies, biggest companies in the market. It is NVIDIA, Apple, and Microsoft. Is the biggest company. They are so big that whatever they do, is they going up, the market going up. Is these three companies going down, the market going down? But there is some stuff that we need to analyze about how they are going to do in the future and about what it means this to the complete market, of course. And well, Tesla this last week it made it very good. That's good, to the market in general. But let's go talking about. But first, every Sunday I always start with some reflection, and in this case, my reflection is there is a thing that take time and others that take mistakes. There is a thing that take time. Analyze the market, know the market, winning the market is take time, and we have to be enough patient to the market, to all this time that we dedicate every day, every hour, every week, to analyze, understand the market, because it takes time. Just to mention it to you, this is my 4 years that I working in the market. I start to learn in the market, and I can say that it was until this year that I start to be enough consistent, be week by week in the market, which is mean that I start to win consistently every week, and every investment that I put it in the market. It is good to be. It is good. I get a very clear what I want to do, what I want to do to the future, but it takes time, and this is something that we have to understand constantly. Now, we're gonna talking about the three amigos. The three amigos is Microsoft, Apple, and NVIDIA. It's amazing what these three companies can do in together. It is amazing what these three companies influence and what the market wanna do. Why we want to talk with them? Because these three amigos, the three biggest company, is about the 20% of the weight on the S&P 500, like 20% of the weight in the S&P 500. Wow, the 40%, the 80% rest, 80% in the market on the S&P 500, the 80% is the other 497 companies, because only three is the 20%. Whatever they're doing, the market is gonna do. And let's see here. This is the ATS.com. This is the page, one of the pages that I looking for some information. And we can see here, this is the S&P SPY 500. This is the actual price right now. And we can see here the company and the weight of the company is here. Wow, Microsoft is the 7.36%. Apple is the 684, and NVIDIA is the 6.5. If we add in these three, 6, 12, 7, 13, is like 21, 22%. These three companies. And after that, we had Amazon with almost 4%, Meta with 241, Google with 235 and 197, Berkshire Hathaway with 159, etc. Around the 10 biggest companies is about the 37-38% of the market, but these three is the 20%. Three companies is the 20%. That big they are, that heavy they are. And we can see here in the same trading view, in the stock market, Microsoft, the value of Microsoft is 347 trillions. The value of Apple is 347 also. It's almost the same. And NVIDIA is a little behind. But these three companies, look, is the only three companies they value is more than $3 trillion million. Google is $2 trillion million, and Amazon is more than $2 trillion million. And after that is Meta. This is the sixth magnificence. These six companies, the biggest company, the only with more than trillions, but these three is more than 3 trillion company. And it's important to know, because why? This is the returns that they did in the last 2-3 years, the returns. Of course, NVIDIA is the one that is continue growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. NVIDIA, but Microsoft is the second one and Apple is the third one. These three is doing very good job. Now, this is important to know. At the time that these three companies is moving up, we have the rest of the market on less than 50% of the market is not doing very good. Actually, it's going down. It's less companies in the S&P 500 that is going up. More of them is going down. And we can see here that part. Let me show you. This, what we're going to say is how many companies is above the 50% average. It's only the 43% of the companies. The rest of the companies is under 50% average. The rest of the companies, only 46% of the companies is over the 100% average. The rest of them is under the 100% average. That's not good at the market. That means that is not that many companies that is pushing up the S&P 500 that is pushing up to continue going. You know, it's not that many. It's actually less company that we can think it that is going up and up and up in this company, in the S&P 500. And we had to get very clear that what happened in the history, well, we can see that the 10 of them is the 37%. And we can also know that the percentage of the companies that is overperforming the index, the S&P 500, the one that overperforming is not very good, is less than 30%. The rest of the company is not overperforming or S&P 500. It's only very few companies is less than 30% that is overperforming. The rest of the company is less of that. We had to have very clear this. The market in general is only being pushed, but very few companies. And these three, the three amigos, is very clear that they are pushing the market going up and up and up and up. We had to have very clear that. But something that is, we can see it on this year that the overperforming here is less than 25%. Less than 25% is the company that is overperforming. We had to have very clear that the S&P 500 is not looks good. Is less than the company that we thinking that is overperforming the 500. For the rest of the company is very few, is less than 25%. That means that less than 25 is 5 companies, is 125 companies that is overperforming of the 500 companies. You know, what's happened in the history when this happened? Okay, we can see that in the years 2010 and 2011, when we was very good in the overperforming, it was a lot of companies that is overperforming. That's pushed the S&P 500 to going up. But when these companies start to underperforming, less than 20% into some point, less than 50% on some point, that when they start to underperforming, the S&P 500 start to drop. It was 20% dropping from this point to this point in the year 2011, when the companies start to underperforming, not performing better than S&P 500. Yes, we can say that it can going up, but at some point, it is too many companies that is pushed down the market in this moment. So that's why this happened now. That happened in this time of the history. We can see also in the 2014, 2015 that is also happened this. It was very good when it's overperforming the S&P 500. So in this point, the market is continuing up. But when the market start to doing this, when these less and less companies that start to overperform the S&P 500, what's happened is coming and boom, drop it 50%. Wow, this is happening in the history. Is always happen this? No, not always happen this. We can see here on this era in the 16 that the market is also start to underperforming, we had this drop, but the market in general continued up. The market didn't drop it. So not always is a guarantee that when there is less and less company that is overperforming the S&P 500, is mean that the market, the S&P 500 is going to drop. No, not necessary. Sometimes it not happens, like we can see. But what happened in this moment? In this moment, we can see it that is 90% and is continue dropping the companies that is underperforming the S&P 500 at the same time that the S&P 500 is moving up. When is this continue on this way, that can trigger that the S&P 500 start to drop it? Yes. Is necessary it's going to happen that? No. But most of the time, this happens. So we had to be careful because we had less and less companies over the S&P 500. And that's why we had to be careful on the Microsoft, Apple, and NVIDIA, the three amigos. We had to be clear what's going to happen with these three companies. We had to be sure that these companies now they start to move it down, because if that happens, gonna pull all the market down. These three amigos is a big influence in that what happened right now in the market. And we can see here, Microsoft right now is breaking out. Actually, is breaking up and it is in highs history of the Microsoft is continue going up. We had this double this resistance and is breaking and going up. What can happen? Can drop or can up? Let's see it here on Microsoft. In the history, in this history we can see that just passing out this point is trigger up on this moment, and the market continue going up. Microsoft is continuing up. How long is Microsoft can continue that up? I don't know. This can go for use for a lot of time or not. This here we can see that is forming the couple handle, and with this couple going up, the market going up. Actually, I had a goal that the Microsoft can continue going up to this point. That can happen, yes. Let's see, but it's not looks like the Microsoft start to going on the other direction, start to drop. Actually, this indicator, the RTS is continue up. The McLaren is continuing. The MACD is continuing up. The MAE is continuing up. Oh, it's interesting. That's a weekly graphs. Let's see on the daily graphs. On the daily graphs, we can see that is breaking in some point, and the market is continuing up. The RTS is continuing up. The MACD is continuing up. The McLaren, the MAE is continuing up, and the McLaren looks very good. All the indicators is showing me that Microsoft is continue pushing and pushing and pushing up. Now, how much they can push? Wow, I had my goal here. I had this bull candle, or this bull movement, bull window. I had this one, and I had this like a goal here, a first goal. But this one here is this couple and handle. After it's breaking up, is can go to this point. That's my biggest goal that I have on microphone. This bull flag is give me one trigger or one goal a little before. This is one of my goals that is can going on Microsoft, and right now it's continue going very good. Points up, points up, points up. That can give to us a very good opportunity that Microsoft maybe, just maybe, is going to continue on up. When I can know that Microsoft is going in the other direction is they break under this point. The 20 average is here, but at some point, this coming back and breaking this point, maybe they can continue coming to the moving average 55, maybe, or maybe not. Let's see it. But right now, everything is looks like the Microsoft is going to continue up because all the indicators is show me that Microsoft is in that direction. Good. That's good. That's great. Now, let's see Apple. Apple is also trigger this moving and up when they break at this point. Is Kane going up and Kane going up? Let's see. And let's see Apple now in here. Let's go and see it in weekly candles. Look, they breaking this point, and breaking this point is the trigger, but we can see that is going up and the RTS is going up and MACD is going very good on the MA, and let's see what happened in McLaren. But right now it looks like the movement is continue up. We have the golden cross here on this point, the moving average 10 and the moving average 15 right now is doing the golden cross. That means that this is the golden candles in daily candles. Let's go and see it on daily candles. This is the golden cross. Just what happened here. And after this happened, this continue up. And we can see the RTS and the McLaren, MACD, and also the MAE is moving a little up, and McLaren is continuing to move it up. Let's take off this division. We have this on Apple. This is my first bull flag here. This is my first goal. Let's see if they're going to this point. It looks like Apple is continue this movement more and more up. And we have here a second goal on this point. What goal is that? Well, for a second bull flag. This is the first movement of the bull flag. And we clone that. And we can move this on this point here. And and there you go. This is the second bull flag. This bull flag, they can move it, the market going up to this goal. This is my second goal. So we had the first goal, this one, and we had the second goal, the one who is on the top. Let's see what Apple is doing. But right now, it looks like after they triggered this point, it looks like Apple is continue moving up and up and up and up. It's good. It looks good. And after the golden trigger, the golden cross, this one, this looks very good. Let's see what happened the next week. Everything it looks like is continue moving up on Apple, and we have to be very watching what is the market is gonna do on these movements up. Now, it's a little different history in NVIDIA. NVIDIA, they don't have a trigger going up. Actually, NVIDIA, we don't know. The only that we don't know is one point is going to go a return, and what point is going to continue growing before it start to not going growing. Is start to looking for very similar to the bubbles. This is the bubbles, the different bubbles that we have it in this century, all the different bubbles. Right now, NVIDIA is going in this direction, but NVIDIA is only one stock. The bubbles normally is happen in a complete sectors. The semiconductors is the sectors that NVIDIA is, but let's see what happened. Now, another important thing to mention it, this is the bubble of Cisco, and this is the movement of NVIDIA. Cisco is moving this just before it was the computers bubble or the technology bubble on the 2000. It started doing this movement and is breaking down. Right now, NVIDIA is start to moving up, and NVIDIA, the bubble of NVIDIA is around the 11.7% of the GDP. Is that big? Is NVIDIA 11.6? Let's see it here. In this point, NVIDIA, the volume that is moving is 240 million. That's the value that is moving. Apple is not moving. It's like almost 5 times. Almost 4 times Apple. The one who is close to them is Tesla. Tesla is a little more than double. That big volume is moved in the market. That's huge. Is all the money that the people put just to Nvidia. That's huge. It is not big in the others. That's why Nvidia is so important. Where is going Nvidia? Is Nvidia start to going down? It is just a lot of money who is going to pull it down because it's a lot of people who invest on this company, Nvidia. How it looks right now? Nvidia. Oh, Nvidia, like I mentioned, it is just continue going up and up and up and up. Right now, it looks like it's take a little rest. Be careful on this little rest only. Right now, we had a divergence with RTS. We have a divergence here, not in MACD, but the DMA start to lose strong, So we have two positive, two negatives of the indicator that I use. Two positive, two negative. What the Apple wanna do? I don't know. I don't know what the Apple wanna, Nvidia wanna do. I don't know. We had the divergence here. I don't know what they wanna do. It looks like it's start to get little rest now that the semiconductors is not the ones who is pushing all the market up. Start to get a little rest. Now let's see this on daily candles. Let's take up this. Right now it's just finished the booklet, or it's just finished this movement. Maybe it's gonna continue up because this movement is going in that direction, but the RSI on daily candles and MACD on daily candles it not lose very good. It not lose very good the MAE. The only who is lose good is McLaren. The rest of the indicators is lose like is start to pulling down. What I think can happen something similar like here. When all the indicators start to going down, Nvidia is moving down around 20%. Right now, the movement is just only 60%. 20% can go to this point, around to this point, or is the 20%. So this means that Nvidia maybe, just maybe, is gonna continue sideways. That's gonna give time to this to come and drop a little more before it start to moving up. It's gonna give time to drop a little more before it start to moving up. It's gonna give time to drop a little more before it start to moving up. The same that they doing here, the same that is doing here, the same that is doing here. We have to be very careful to Nvidia. If they cross under this point, probably is gonna try to catch the 55 average, and that's gonna be the trigger to moving up. This movement to here is the 20% down. This movement, the same that we had here, 20% down. So let's see what the Nvidia wanna do. Is they move it under this point now? Be careful because it's free fall. We don't think that that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. Maybe it's gonna happen. Maybe it's gonna doing a little under this. Maybe it's gonna visit the 55 average and gonna trigger down, or just maybe it's gonna continue on this direction after this and start to be recovered. Let's see what happened. The only for sure something that we know is this drop cut under this support is gonna visit here. But if it is moving up about this point, this Nvidia is gonna continue up. Now, I have here, like I mentioned it to you, the bull flag. This bull flag, this one, this is my first goal. But I had a bigger bull flag. Oh, this bull flag here actually is already taken. So I had this bull, I only had one bull flag here, and this is my goal. Nvidia, if this continue going up, probably it's gonna visit this point because this is the goal on my bull flag. This is my goal, and right now it's doing movement to going up. Let's see. That's the vision of the three amigos. The three amigos, we had two of them amigos that is continue moving up. We had one amigo that can move it up, but let's waiting to see what's happening in the market. I mentioned this is the mega cap 8 is the one who's moving the market. The P over E, the price over earnings, is not loose very good in general. Something that is moving all the market up is the buybacks. After 6 12, the companies start to buy back. What does mean buyback? It means that the companies can buy their own stock in cheaper price, and that is part of the boost that the market is having on these 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Start to doing this boost. Right now we have a lot of buybacks. We can see here, and that goes to the market. What is all the companies that doing the buybacks? Well, we saw right now that Microsoft is in history highs. We saw that Apple is in history highs. NVIDIA is not an history high, but they are very close. They are only 11% under history highs. Amazon just passed the history highs on this point, just passed the history highs. So Amazon is lose interesting, and this is the bull. This is a movement that we had to check what the market is gonna do. But Amazon is in history highs. That's good. That's good on the market. Maybe that's gonna push, and everything looks very good on Amazon. Google is in history highs. We can see that Google is also in history highs. That's good to Google. So we have almost all the Magnificent Seven in history highs. Meta just passed the history highs, just passed this week, and this one had a lot of boost to continue on up. And this is a very good to take it or buy this one. Meta, personally, I like it. I like it how it's moving and going up. Netflix just are visited. It's says knock to the history highs. Let's see if they're doing it or not, but they have room to continue growing. And Tesla is far away to the history highs, just they are far away, but with this movement, it looks like it's almost get the goal. This is the goal actually that I have it. And let's see if they continue growing. If this pass this line, it probably is gonna continue moving up. But these companies, it looks very good. Now, I'm not buying. Normally, I'm not buying these products or these tickets on the ticket. I buy it the fast movement ETF. Just to give you an idea, this movement here is 11%, right? And Apple, this movement here, the first part of the bull flag, is 14%, 14%. NVIDIA, the first part of the bull flag, is moved 50%. Amazon, let's say in here, this movement from here to here is 10%. Google, let's say in that this movement from here to here, it was 7%. Meta, this movement from, let's say, to here is oops, not that one. This one to here is 30%. And Tesla, well, Tesla is moved from here to where we are, 42%. Netflix is moved from this point to this point, 9%. That's the bull flag. I don't buy this one. I buy the fast movement. Microsoft, the same movement. It was 11% there, but here is 23%, double it. That's why I buy in this one. So if this bull flag is continue move it's gonna be 23%. So the 23% is around this point, you know, it's around that point. Wow, Microsoft, Apple, this movement that we saw is around 10% there, but here is 29%, 3 times is moved this one. That means that this one can move around here, this point. That's my goal in the fast movement. And NVIDIA fast movement, it was 35% from here to there. Here is 224%. It was 50%, 224%. That's 4 times the movement on this one. Amazon, the same movement, it was around 10%. This is moved 90%, double it. Google, the movement that they did from here to here is 12%. It was 6-7%, almost double. Facebook or Meta, the movement that it was doing is 10%. This one here is 27%, almost 3 times. I like this to take. I really like it. And well, the next one. So my point is that's why I take in this fast movement. That's the reason that I take it. Is they moving faster, way faster, and they give me more at the time that the original is moved. In that movement, the other move faster, but we had to be very careful when we take off, because these movements not always is going in the direction that we wanted. Now, back to the market. July is a very good month. Not in the election years. July is kind of flat in election years, but also in the history, July to the NASDAQ is the best month. The same to the S&P 500 is the best month. Actually July is the best month. What we can expect it on the Qs. Let's go coming back. I had my goal put it. I had the first bull flag. Right now is moving up. Maybe they can go to this goal on the bull flag, or maybe they can go on the other goal to this bull flag. Is moved very good. Just stay past this point, which is mean that the movement, the random movement is here. You know, we had here that is almost hit this point. So very positive. It looks very positive. It looks very positive. It looks very positive. It looks positive. Qs, it looks positive. Continue moving up. And we had to pay attention to that because I already had marked my goals. This is one goal. This is another goal. Depends if this bull flag is continue in that direction. This is my goal. Let's see what happened on the Qs, or also on the S&P 500. This is my goal. This is my first goal here, and this is my second goal here. That's my goals that I have, you know. Is this movement continue now that is happened the same on this rounded movement is here, and now start to accelerate on this point, you know, start to accelerate on this point. So let's see to where it is going. It looks like it start to accelerate, and all the indicators is show me that maybe is going to continue moving up. But we don't have to be a kind of cocky and says, yes, it's going on that direction. No, we have to wait what the market is doing. If they start to coming back, break this point, and most important, break this point down, most probably it's going to try to visit the median average 55. Let's wait it. If they're doing in this direction, or just wait if they going to continue up. Right now, everything it looks like is going to continue up, but we had to wait what the market want to do tomorrow. The important line to know is this one, and to the up, well, can continue going up. Let's see what happened. That's what we can see on the SPY 500. Is this continue in that direction, in that movement? Well, we can see that normally it's up, but in election years it's kind of flat. July, the election years, the rank of the month is not very good. Something important to mention it. This Friday is going to be the kick of the earnings season this Friday. You know, this Friday is going to be the kick of the earnings season. We had more earnings this week and more earnings the week after. This is important, yes, because that's the reason of the buybacks, waiting to the earnings season. And we can see here, and always trigger with the banks. We had JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, all these banks start to going up. Start to gonna doing the kickoff this Friday. We had to pay attention on that. The next week we had more banks, Bank of America, etc. But we had also next week semiconductors, Taiwan semiconductors. That's very important to me because whatever is doing this one is gonna tell us a lot what the semiconductors wanna do in this earnings season. We had Netflix, but the very important week is gonna be this one. We had Alphabet, Tesla, and Microsoft. The July 23. Microsoft is not sure. Right now, it's continue showing that it's gonna be this day, but it's not sure. Apple is on this day, but it's not sure. Amazon is on this day, but it's not sure. Meta is on the week after, is in the next week. So that's the way that is show right now the earnings, and we had to be carefully what these companies want to do in on this earnings season. Now, right now the market is in neutral. Let's waiting to know if the market gonna going up or going down. Right now it's in neutral, but important is to mention it in the calendar, trading in the economic calendar. This Thursday is the inflation. It not lose very good on the month by month, but it lose very good on the year by year. In this happen, the Friday is gonna be triggered to continue up. I don't know, 1-2 weeks more. You know, it's gonna be a very good trigger. Is the inflation it looks like it start to pull down? That's good. That's great. The Friday we said the PPI. We had the Friday, and it not lose this one that good. That it looks like the inflation. Let's wait what happened. Depends on what the inflation coming up. That's gonna be the trigger to cut the rates or not. Right now, at least on July, on in not lose like is gonna be cut right. Not lose like September, yes, it's coming with better idea that maybe it's gonna be cut rates in September. Let's see what happens if they cut rates or not. Let's wait into that. And for now, that's everything from the market. It looks very good. It looks very positive. It looks very aggressive. It's good to take advantage for them. And let's see what happens. Like if you like it. See you next video.